Hey, Miss Dunn here. I am going to show you how the process works to make a copy of a document that I share with you, whether I share it in Schoology or if I share it through email. So this example is just by Schoology. So right now I've got a project right here, and up here I have the link. In my instructions, I've said, click on the link 1.3 Introduction to Programming to make a copy and save it in your Google Drive for Miss Dunn's class. So what you would do is, whether this is in an email or like this in Schoology, you're going to click on the link. And when you click on it, it takes you to a new Google page, and it's going to look like this. It's going to say Google Docs, and it's going to say Copy Document. This could be anything that is shared with you by a student or even another teacher. It will always have the title of the project, so that's why it's always important to make sure you type your own titles correctly in case you're sharing this. The next thing you're going to do is click on this blue box that says Make a Copy, and the page will open up to the document. And that's what this is here. So this is everything you need to see. Now the first thing that you are going to do is come up here to the title. You're going to change the title. If by chance your document opens up like this and you don't see the title, you're going to come to the far right side, just past this editing mode pencil, to this little triangle. It'll say show the menus. If you click on that, it'll bring this entire top section down. So I'm going to click here in the title. I'm going to move my cursor over. I'm just in front of what the title is, but after the word copy of, the two words here. We don't want it to say copy of. I'm going to delete those. And it does not matter if you're in which class of mine that you're in. You're always going to put your class name, well, not name, but the class period. So it doesn't matter. It could be a sixth grader, seventh grader, eighth grader. You always start out the title with your class period. I'm just using eighth period as an example, but that's your class period. And then you always type your name. So it's going to always have your class period. And if it helps, I'll just type the word class period and your name. And then it has the rest of what the actual title is. Now, once you do that, you're going to come all the way across this bar to where it says share. When you hover over it, it says private to only me. You're going to click on that. When you get this pop-up window, you're going to come down here to general access, and it says restricted. That's what makes it private. You click on it. I want you to click on Aldine Independent School District, because that's the only time you would be sharing it or linking it to someone. You don't need to click this, just click done. Now, I'll have another video that talks about how you share documents with me, but do not share a document that fills up my Google Drive. Next, you're going to come over here. Right after the title, you have the favorite star, the move block, and the document status. You're going to click on the move, because depending on the class that you are in, you will be saving this into your Google Drive for my class name. And that is something that we've already created. So I'm going to click on move. I'm going to get a pop-up window that's listing all the folders in my drive. This is everything that I've created a folder in my drive. I am going to find my class period. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use a current class period, but this would apply to whatever class you have Miss Dunn. So I've labeled them like this. So I'm just going to click on the arrow here, and it's going to tell me to go to that class folder. Now, in this particular class folder, I've already created one subfolder inside. Now, this one says draw.io. I am not working in draw.io, so I'm not going to click this one. Now, if you do by accident, all you have to do is go to this arrow and go back. And just click into the folder again. Now, when I don't click on this one, this is everything else in the folder. We just created this folder, that's why there's not a list of items. I'm just going to click here. It'll say move here. It'll give you this information at the top that you've done it. You have the option to undo or just dismiss. But it tells exactly where you put it. So that is how you make a copy of a project or worksheet, that is, change the information in the title with your class period, your name, how you change the share notifications, and how to move it to your class folder. There will be a separate video that will talk about how you submit items, whether you're emailing it or submitting it in Schoology. If you have any questions, go back and watch the video again.